Welcome to Mock Interview Pro, where today we're diving deep into preparing you for a Chief Financial Officer interview. It's a pivotal role, and we're here to help you showcase your skills and experience effectively. Let's start by exploring how you handle setbacks, beginning with the first question. Can you tell me about a time when a financial decision you made didn't go as planned? How did you handle the aftermath? Interviewers ask this to understand how you manage failure and what you learn from those experiences. Here are some helpful tips to consider when answering this question. Pick a clear example from your past work experience. Explain the decision-making process and what went wrong. Share how you responded and what you took away from the experience. Accept responsibility without shifting blame. Discuss how you've applied these lessons to future decisions. Now, let's look at how you might structure your answer.
In my previous role, I approved a budget increase for a marketing campaign based on optimistic projections. Unfortunately, the campaign underperformed, leading to a budget overrun. To recover, I conducted a detailed post-mortem analysis to understand the miscalculations, communicated openly with stakeholders, and implemented more rigorous budget reviews for future initiatives. This experience taught me the importance of data-driven decision-making.
By the way, we're only covering a handful of questions in this video, but I've prepared a free PDF with all 30 top interview questions for Chief Financial Officer. It also includes example answers and tips to help you prepare with confidence. The download link is just below. Could you give an example of how you've introduced a new financial technology or process improvement? This question helps interviewers see your ability to innovate and drive efficiency in financial processes. Here are some strategies for crafting a strong response. Identify a specific technology or process you introduced. Explain the problem it solved or the benefits it brought. Mention the stakeholders you collaborated with. Use data or metrics to quantify the results if possible. Reflect on lessons learned or future improvement steps. Let's go through a sample answer.
At my previous company, I implemented a cloud-based finance software that automated our invoicing process, reducing processing time by 30%.
How have you helped junior finance professionals grow in their careers? Interviewers want to see your dedication to developing talent and your leadership style. Here are some points to help you frame your answer. Focus on specific mentoring experiences you've had. Highlight methods like regular feedback sessions you used. Include examples of skills you helped them develop. Share success stories or improvement metrics. Emphasize your commitment to their career growth. Now, let's consider an example response.
In my previous role, I established a monthly mentorship program where I met with junior analysts to review their projects and provide constructive feedback. One analyst improved their financial modeling skills significantly and was later promoted.
Imagine a major client suddenly files for bankruptcy, significantly affecting your company's revenue projections. How would you handle this crisis? This question assesses your crisis management skills and your ability to stay composed under pressure. Here's how you can think about constructing your answer. Stay calm and assess the situation objectively. Analyze the financial impact on the company's forecasts and cash flow. Communicate transparently with stakeholders about the implications. Explore alternative revenue sources or cost-cutting measures. Develop a contingency plan to mitigate risks moving forward. Let's explore an example of how you could respond.
I would first analyze how the bankruptcy affects our revenue and cash flow. Then I would communicate with our investors and management team about the situation. It's important to explore other clients to offset the loss and identify any potential cost-saving measures to maintain stability.
You're considering an investment in a new venture that carries significant risk. Walk us through your decision-making process. This question is aimed at understanding your approach to risk assessment and strategic investment decisions. Here are some points to guide your thought process. Assess the potential return on investment and how it aligns with company goals. Identify and analyze the risks and their potential impact. Consider the financial health of the venture and the market conditions. Consult with relevant stakeholders to gather insights. Formulate a clear investment thesis based on collected data. Here's an example of how you might respond.
First, I would evaluate the expected returns of the investment and see how they fit within our strategic objectives. Then, I would conduct a thorough risk assessment to understand potential downsides. I would also review the venture's financial metrics and market performance to ensure it has a sound foundation. Input from key stakeholders would help refine the decision making, leading to a well reasoned investment thesis before proceeding.
Before we wrap up, remember you can get all 30 questions, example answers, and step-by-step tips in a handy PDF. Totally free, just grab it below.